how can we stop this? Not like, okay, it's cool, she's about to marry him, because she's only 17. You know, why would
what
you
does
rush?
She know about marriage?
Exactly. Like, I know I'm not ready to get married, and I'm 16.
I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you. You got forever.
College.
I mean, you still got some time. I mean, you don't have forever, but you have time to, wait and have a well-trusted relationship.
Yeah. So, like, how do you guys actually feel about that? Because teen pregnancy is big. And I know especially around here, of her just kind of announcing that her daughter is pregnant and saying, well, she's just going to get married.
I think she's sort of doing that for publicity-wise. Yeah. But now, I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we were at the Montgomery County Fair, and it seemed like everybody was sporting a baby around their arms, like last year.
Thinking it's cute.
Yeah, last year everybody had a baby in their stomach, and now it's on their arms. They carry them around in the stroller.
Like a fashion accessory.
Yeah.
It's like almost sick.
Yeah. So I felt like maybe she could have came out with that, like, well, my daughter made a mistake, and I'm going to try to fix it, and put more things about teen pregnancies, maybe how we can either use contraception or, abstinence, because not everybody is going to sustain from having sex, so the other option to that. I feel like maybe if she would have came out with something like that, instead of just announcing that she's pregnant, would have been so much better and smoother, and it wouldn't have just looked like a photo op,
And the whole abstinence thing, I think every school should at least have one or two abstinence groups, because my school doesn't, but I know your school does, and so does CJ and stuff, and we don't get that touch basis. Yeah, we have health class and stuff, but not everybody takes that, and it's not something that you have to do, or you even have a choice to do, because it's not there completely. So if you want to get something about abstinence or being safe, you have to go somewhere else outside of school.
Yeah. I feel that is just a necessity today, especially around here. Like you said, everybody has a baby. It's a new accessory, and for me, that's not an accessory I want. Me either. So I just think, like, I feel like as, like, people who want to be the president, that not only do they need to focus on, like, foreign issues, but make it real. Like, connect with the people who are in Dayton, Ohio. The teenager that's pregnant, the parent that can't afford to send her kids to school on the bus every day and don't know how they're really going to get to school. I feel like the next president should connect with that person.
Yeah, and that's what I feel Obama has, because he's been there. His mom has, been on the cancer bed trying to, get some more insurance. She's been there struggling in Chicago and stuff like that. So I feel that he has more experience in there, so therefore he can feel our pain.
But, McCain likes to pull the trick, well, I've been prisoner of war in Vietnam. I'm like, well, that's a different situation. Not everyone in America hasn't been a POW.
Yeah.
That's kind of random. Like, I wouldn't want to be that. I understand, like, the physical pain he went through, but it's not, plus it's not even in our generation.
Yeah, but that is going to play a big part, because you're going to have a lot of veterans who are going to vote for him because he has been through that, and then you're going to have people who have the sympathy for him, like, oh, he was a POW, and not to take anything away from that, because that is something that he went through for our country, so we can have, the freedom and stuff that we have today. But should that really play a big part? Should he really, use that to become president?
Well, then that's the thing. Everybody's been through something, and everybody should be elected president, because Bill Clinton had his affair. Yeah, he was a president while he did it, but he, went through something. And everybody does go through something. Obama, Hillary, all the vice presidentials, all the people in the cabinets and everything. So everybody's gone through something. It's just it doesn't seem as big as it would as his.
Did you guys actually watch the Democratic convention or Republican convention?
I watched some of the Democratic, and for what I've seen, it was like a very powerful impact. Like all the celebrities, not even about celebrities, it's just the people who were there. Like in history, Democratic conventions were never, 80,000 people. It was always in a room with 10, 20, 15 people talking about, okay, what's next? It's like all these people showed up for Obama in Denver, Colorado.
And the fact that it was on the same day as Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech.
So it's just,
I think that was really powerful, because not only were black people there, it's white people all types of people supporting him. I think Obama he's shown that America can change and that anybody can do anything, no matter the color, no matter what. Just we all are in this together. We can't really rely and face those racial challenges anymore because those are just holding our country back altogether.
And it's just a whole nother thing about him making history as being the first black candidate in an actual party. Because, the other guy has always been there, but he's always been in the back where his party wasn't as popular as the Democratic or the Republican.
Or he's come up short.
Yeah, so for this to actually happen, it was, something good.
Yeah.
Well, we're taking our break right now, and we'll get back to you in a couple minutes. Thank you.
All right.
What do you want to do?
Ignition and...
I want to go into space.
I can modify the beta angle. 15 seconds coming up.
I want to make special effects.
Math. It's our future. The more mathematics we know, the more opportunities we'll have.
Are you kidding? He actually said that?
You're lucky, ma'am. This guy's gonna make it.
Thank God he's okay.
Next time, slow down to get around.
Welcome back. And to wrap up our Obama little subject we had here, there's a poem that will be done by Lauren Smith. But before all that, I would like to introduce who will be coming up next. We have Teen Up, which is out of the Dayton Urban League. So let's go ahead and get to that Obama poem.
To dream, to paint pictures of surreal images. To the eyes touch a man with a tint a shade darker than the norm. The background fades away. Vision seems to blur into focus. Historical moment is all I hear over the sound waves. My mind withdraws a second, thinking on to later years when my mouth will be able to express the joy that I have felt here. Then the sounds of roaring snaps me back into place, raving, chanting, and then in the distance emerges a face. It's so out of the ordinary, his name alone speaks volumes, but no one is in fear, and he is not afraid, for today is the day when the outlines of my great-great-grandmother's cloak comes to life. The painted pictures of boys and girls of different races coming together. And it's so much more than the tint of our face and the shade of our skin, but the truth behind a cliche that we can do anything we set our minds to. So as I look left to right, grasping the space I'm in, seeing wetness fill eyes of this nation, it brings nothing but sadness to my eyes. For the turmoil we're in. But when I look into the distance, I focus in on the image that stands before me, light radiating like the sun on a non-cloudy day. I smile within, filling with joyfulness, overwhelmed by what's to come if this man is elected president. So vote or die.
Hola. Okay.
Hello, Lauren. And you're a member of Tina?
Yes, well, yes. Recently performed. We had a talent show, so it was fun.
You like Tina Up? Has it helped you?
Yeah, it's like really cool because it helps like us do positive stuff. It's really good to do something positive and not be out doing nothing negative or nothing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's great.
That is. Well, thank you for coming and sharing your Obama poem.
Thanks for having me.
Any shout outs you want to do before you go,
I want to shout out to my mommy. I'm just playing though.
What school do you go to?
Oh.
I'm gonna Wayne.